We have faced technical issues before, but I think this is probably going to be the worst. We can do it. If not, we'll postpone this for another time once we are able to fix our technical issues. The guest is the one who is very important, and I'm not able to add her for whatever reason. Hi, Nida. Can you hear me now? I'm really hoping that Nida can hear me. Hello, Nida. God, may this request be processed. Please, please accept. Come on. Just a moment. Nida, can you hear me? Nida, can you hear me? Okay, so we have resolved one issue. The audio is working. Now, only thing is, okay, I think you are added now. Yes.
Yes, I'm added now.
Wow. Finally. Just a
Yeah,
second. I need to turn on my video as well. Okay. This happens like every time, every time we face some or the other technical issue, but I'm so glad that finally we are able to join. So,
yeah.
welcome, Nida. And I want to quickly share about you. So, who here doesn't love jewelry, right? Even I'm a fan of jewelry and especially Nizami jewelry. Like,
Yeah,
who doesn't fall in love with a connection? So, a quick introduction about Nida. Nida Fatima is the founder of Nizami Zewar, which is located in Secunderabad. She has been crafting exquisite handcrafted Nizami jewelry for the past 6 years, not one, two, three, 6 years she's been doing. And her brand, traditional artistry, it uh, blends with the modern elegance, keeping the legacy of Nizami design alive while empowering skilled artisans. I love this last word, while empowering skilled artisans, because it's not only your passion, but you're also helping build others' passion as well. So,
yeah.
hi Nida, welcome to our podcast.
Hi, Gautami. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me.
So, firstly, what inspired you to start your business?
Firstly, like the inspiration, I would not say that inspiration. The main reason behind this is I always wanted to be independent. So since I was a graduate, since then I got selected for, job. I always wanted to do job, not business, to be frank. So what happened is after completing my graduation, I got selected for two multinational companies, which was one was Infosys, other was Genpact, and one more was Virtusa. Then in 2012, when I got selected for these companies, I got a proposal for marriage. Then my father was like, marriage is important because it's your age to get married now. Then I said, okay, then they should agree for, job. So there was a glitch there. My in-laws doesn't want me to do job. So then my father selected marriage for me instead of job. So that was a big trauma for me, which I always wanted to come over it. Then after later on, I got married. I was in depression, like I was able to do dream, planning for since to join job. But then after having this, I was like literally disturbed. I then joined MBA, thinking of continuing my at least my getting PG postgraduate. So after that, when I got married, my husband was like supportive. He said, "You do anything from home, or you do business, I'm there for you, but not job." He doesn't want me to do 9 to 5. He was like, he was supportive in terms of business. Then I came across many fields in which I was interested. So I started my career in 2016 April with clothing.
Okay.
So I started with reselling and clothing. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, so then I started with reselling. The name of my brand then was Anam Fashions. So I started reselling, then I got good clients and customer base. I was doing very well in reselling till 2019. Then COVID came. After COVID, everybody was like, everybody's sales were down and everybody was like very shocked. So then I decided like I have to make my own brand because reselling doesn't make it go that way. With my goals were different. I always wanted my brand. Even now, this goal is same to make my brand a 1 crore brand for initially. So
Okay.
I was like working hard for that. Then I thought my interest was too much in pearls. I always love, like even in Anam Fashions, I used to sell pearl jewelry to my clients, but that was not established as only a Nizami jewelry kind of thing. So in 2019, after establishing a very good business in Anam Fashions, I was having nearly 3,500 clients till in 3 years. So
Wow.
then, yeah, then I decided to, move on to another brand. Then I came up with a very new journey with Nizami Zewar. In
Okay.
2019, I have launched my own brand, Nizami Zewar. Then I took a support like of clients of Anam Fashions to follow Nizami Zewar, but then their taste was completely different. I need to make a complete new customer base. So then I started from a zero again in 2019. So till 2021, that was not such a boom because due to COVID and due to many reasons. Then in 2021, many of the brands supported me as I started sending PRs and all this. So that made me, to come up with this, different designs. And I read a lot about Nizami culture, Nizami jewelry. That motivated and my interest developed more in a way that, I want all our Hyderabad's specialized pearls and or Nizami culture, Nizami jewelry to come live and to, to supply to the different peoples in across country, across the globe. So that was the main inspiration behind Nizami Zewar.
Okay. That's a terrific, powerful story, Nida Fatima. I'm literally getting goosebumps. And one thing I want to take away from your journey, and also something I noticed with my journey, to all the people watching this, I want to say that you don't have to stick to the idea that you started. Whatever you start, sometimes you might actually move away from it. There's always some good experience that comes out of it. So just because you started that doesn't mean you have to be passionate about it. Sometimes discovering true passion will take you to move into different jobs, different uh, business even. When I started in IT, I never thought I will ever end up in the business at all. And then I was passionate about films, and I'm still passionate. But that does not mean I want to start a business. And I started business as a cafe, but then slowly I realized manufacturing is what I love. So we can see from Fatima's journey as well that she started with the clothing, and look at the big goals she had. Always dream big. Don't downsize. I mean, start small, but dream big. Don't I think that's a huge takeaway from her story, that she wanted to hit that crore, and she is there. So uh, that's great. And also, what was the biggest challenge you face as a woman in this business?
It's, I cannot say a challenge. I faced challenges during my business because being
Something
married,
you remember like a lot, that this is something I will never forget out of all the things. I do understand that every day it's a challenge only. Every hour it could be a challenge.
I know the thing is the major challenge was being a mom. I'm a mom of 3 kids. So
Wow.
when I started my, yeah.
I pause and clap you for that because being a mom to one kid is a full-time job, more than full-time, and you have three and then one more business. Oh my God.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
that was a big challenge for me to give my 100% to my kids, as they were just, my daughter was born in 2017, the very next year when I started Anam Fashions. And my last younger son, he was born in 2020 when Nizami Zewar was just 1 year old. So I used to give for my time to them, and at the end, I used to have some guilt that I haven't given time to my kids today. If Then I used to be happy for the sales, but later on, the mom guilt used to be there. So the biggest support system during that phase was my mom. She supported me a lot. She used to take care a lot. I just can't, thank her for that, because the I'm here just because of her, because she used to allow me to give that time to my business. So
Yeah.
that was the major reason and biggest challenge I used to face always, because when they used to fall sick, I used to just be exhausted, thinking like, oh, what to do now, because I already used to take orders. We doesn't know, like, it's unpredictable when kids get sick and all. So when I used to process urgent orders, even in that situation, I used to leave kids at my mom's place and go to my right now I have employees, I have people to support me, but at that time when I started earlier, there were nobody to help. I myself used to rush to workshops to buy all these accessories and all, and I myself used to go to courier office and send all those things. All these things was there at that time. Then supporting me financially, my husband was the biggest support. So all these things happened, and this was the biggest challenge which I faced at that time.
Yeah, I think I want to remind our followers, guys, if you have any questions, do post here. We'll try to answer and help you as much as possible. And one thing that you said about the support system or the challenges, like raising a kid, it will not be by one person, a mother, grandparent, relative. So many people have to give all their knowledge, traditional methods, and everything. So in the same way, even for a business, it's never about one person. There's so many people, technicians, artists, everyone who is involved in it. And it's okay to ask help. If you're a mom, if
Absolutely.
you're a woman, don't feel that pressure that you have to do everything. You have to be a superhuman being. No, not at all. Go ask help within your friends, family, and don't have shame in that. I have to agree. I'm not at all ashamed to ask help now. It took me like 1 year or 2 years to get to that stage because I had too much of pride and ego to ask help. But later, when I saw that it's affecting the business, either I had to learn to ask help or I had to let it fail. So I opted the one. So from our experience, I think what we want to say is that ask help, have a great support system, people who trust in your idea, people who believe in you. I think that will be very helpful. And also, Nida, I wanted to ask you, what do you think that, coming from a background or how you were raised, does it affect being an entrepreneur? What do you think about that?
Yes, absolutely. As I said, I was completely prepared for a job mindset. Then coming into the business, I need to learn a lot. Like, even though I'm an MBA, but like learning things practically, that was a main thing here. Then, to be frank, I didn't knew business ka B. Since then, because I never, like, nobody from my family was into business, like nobody was earning. I belong to some, like, a very superstitious and orthodox kind of family background. My father was the one who used to always support me, and my nana, my grandfather, he was the one who always wanted me to work and earn. And he was the biggest support. They both were the biggest support. Like everybody else used to, like, ladki ho, kamati ho, this is not accepted in our culture, that kind of mindset. But I always wanted to be, elder son of my dad, not elder daughter of my dad. So I
Wow.
worked hard. Yeah, so I worked hard, and he was the biggest support system and cheerleader for me. Whenever I used to earn a single order or a single achievement, the first person to inform and call was my dad, because he supported me a lot. And like I belong to a family where my father was a cab driver, and he worked a lot. He worked hard a lot, to give us a good education. He always wanted three of us to become a good, successful either entrepreneurs or anything in our career. So he always supported us in getting education. He used to always motivate us, saying that I am not educated, but I want my kids to be educated and respectful always. So that used to motivate me like something. So that was the biggest influence for me. Like, my dad is doing something for me, and I have to prove myself by doing and by, giving him the success what he always wanted. Like he always wanted himself to, be proud in telling about his kids in front of his friends or his family. So that was my only goal at that time. But unfortunately, I started my business after my marriage. But still, he is proud of me.
Yeah, I'm sure he's more than proud of you. I think we all are proud of you, how you started your journey and how you're going, how you have created a lot of jobs. And also, I know that when it comes to accessories, right, people want to like keep on changing. And I saw your collection, it's fabulous. But how do you keep yourselves updated? Because whatever is new yesterday becomes old today. There's like a changing fashion industry that goes on. So how do you keep yourself updated with all of that?
So the biggest plus point in Nizami jewelry is the Nizami jewelry never goes out of fashion.
Wow.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
people, I can say you the set which I have launched in 2019, which was a basic set of Nizami culture. I still sell that set.
Okay.
So the main, the positive thing of my business is the things never go in fashion, and what happens is a few sets which we source, which we don't manufacture, that sets gets out of stock. But the thing which we manufacture, even after maybe after 50 years also, if you ask us, we can give you the same design.
Okay.
So
More like a
they,
sustainable fashion
yeah.
choice. Yeah.
Exactly. And mostly what people in Nizami jewelry, what people do is like we keep on changing the shades and pearls and designs and all. But what we do is like these days Moissanite is in trend. So what we do, we take Moissanite and make Hyderabadi jewelry, Nizami jewelry with a touch of Moissanite. So what people do is
What is Moissanite? I'm so sorry, I don't know.
Moissanite is also a stone which is precious and which has a silver foil, behind
Yeah.
the stone.
Mhm. Okay.
So that's in trend right now. So
Okay.
that those sets are getting in trend. So what we do is we give a Nizami touch with that stone. That way
Mhm.
we be in our line, be in a Nizami jewelry, niche, and we also follow the trend by mixing up those things with our designs. That way
Okay.
we match the choice of people.
Okay. And also, we spoke about challenges, right? And I
Yeah.
know you have great support system, but how do you keep yourself going for 6 years? Did you ever feel like I want to give up? I am tired of these issues that
It
come with the
happens. It's like it's obvious. Like people like feel they see and they feel like Nizami Zewar is a good brand. They must be having no challenges or like that, but it's not so. We have karigars with whom we deal. So karigars are not at all easy to deal with. They give us one time and we promise customers to give it on time, but then they make some mess, some glitch, something or the other happens. And we need to like at that moment I feel very exhausted because I like to keep my promises, but then it doesn't happen this way when something goes wrong because even they have families and health and all. So all of a sudden if something goes wrong, I will be unable to deliver it on time. It happens very rarely, but it happens. So at that moment when client get disappointed, I feel very bad. And if that happens frequently, then I in middle at one point it was that way that karigars were sick, I can say after COVID. So,
Hmm.
frequently they were going to their families and I was unable to, give it on time. That was happening very frequently. So then I was like very exhausted. I felt like leaving up this business. I'm unable to satisfy clients on time. That way it happened. But then I came up with a solution. I have added few more karigars. That way I managed it. Now I'm going well.
Okay. I know, I do understand how, because a business, like I mentioned, is not a one-person job. There are multiple hands involved, and like they say, all the fingers are not same, all the people are not same. So working with different
Absolutely.
minds, personality is a challenge. Disclaimer alert to anyone who is starting a business: there are going to be challenges. There'll never be a point where you can say, "Okay, now I can relax," because
Yeah,
everything it's like life basically. So sometimes you might get a break,
absolutely.
but yeah, but it helps us to grow. It keeps us on our toes. So well and good. And I just have last two questions to wrap. So one thing is about health. You're a mom. Your health is also very important: physical, mental, emotional health. So what are some things that you do and you want to tell our viewers also to probably follow?
Yeah, I would give this. This is the biggest lesson I have learned during my journey. So when I started my business around 2016, I was like very active, very healthy, very passionate, and always wanted to do multiple things, multitasking, like doing cooking and at the same time talking with customers. All these things I used to manage. But then when time passed, later on, my health got, get it became very I was very energyless. I was not having energy to do things. I don't know what was happening wrong with me. Then as I was a multitasker, I always wanted to do things that way, but it was not working, and that was disturbing a lot, and it has affected my mental health, and I went into depression. I used to get panic attacks. I used to be anxious, thinking of I'm not unable to do things. What will happen if I don't do all my efforts which I have done for these many years will go waste, will go in vain. What will I do if I'm unable to do it this way? That was very bad phase of my life which I did. Even though in that situation I handled my business, but it was very bad. And then I came up, like my husband supported me a lot in that phase. He like I have gone to, there was a stage I have even took a sessions from a psychologist, that it was that of that level. So then when I started taking a good diet, then exercise, then a few tablets I used to take for a few days. Then I came up with a like I came to know that balancing is important. Even if we are doing a business, then health, because health doesn't, if once we lose our health, then that will affect everywhere, relationships, that will affect your business, that will affect everything in your life. You can't enjoy anything in your life. So that was the biggest lesson I faced. And later on, I like following a diet, going for exercises, having my multivitamins and everything. Then I came back. I was good enough to handle my business then. In between, I have even taken a break of 6 months to to just come back on a track. I was not taking any orders. I was not doing any business. So at that time, my husband, my family, everybody supported me to come back. It's like, I have stopped a business and my health was good. It's like my family used to tell me, रोक देने से business नहीं रुकता. It's like आप थोड़ा पीछे हटोगे तो ज्यादा दूर तक jump कर सकते हो. तो पीछे हटना is not negative thing. अब पीछे हटोगे तो jump ज्यादा लोगे. So, take a break and get well soon. So that motivated me a lot. I did, and I'm good now. And since Nizami Zewar is running well now.
Yeah, I think cheers to your parents. They have been like powerful, powerful, coaches,
Not only
mentors,
my
and everything.
parents,
Yeah.
I must mention here, not only my parents, I'm gifted with a lovely and wonderful brothers. Two
Wow.
of them, they are my, like, I can say they are like I am incomplete without them. My brothers, my father, my mother, and my husband. They support me a lot.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
just,
happens when our family, when our surroundings, when our environment is so good. I think more women, more powerful women come into all this, following their aspirations and everything. It's like let live and just let live. So I think I request
absolutely.
most of the families who are watching, do empower your ladies. Let them do what they want to do. I want to tell this to people in the back, because I do see a lot of families who are like, stoppers, blockers for a lot of women. So you can see how Nida is thriving, and that's the example that if you support your family member, if you support a woman in your family, she could do, so many unstoppable things. And also, you were talking about health. I totally agree. A lot of people, I see two things they compromise on: food or sleep. If there's an order, they don't eat. Even I was doing it at the beginning, that the order is so important. I would skip my meals. And I later realized that I can have an order today, tomorrow, or later. But if my health is not good, I'm not I'm not going to be even able to do that order. Someone else should
Absolutely.
probably be preparing something for me. And the same with sleep. I used to dream about orders. I used to prepare orders in the dream, and then it took me a lot of counseling and everything to understand that you have to separate the business out of you. Your health, your break time, your free time is so important. And I'm so glad you also resonate with this journey. And thank you so much for sharing everything and trusting to, share your journey with us. My last question is, what is out for Nizami Jewelry from here? What are you planning to do? What is your like next things that you want to do? And how can people order? Is it only from Instagram? Those are my only last questions.
Yeah, as of now, we are on Instagram and WhatsApp, and my future plans is I'm gonna get a website. Maybe in by 2026, we'll be launching our website, and there people can directly order. As on Instagram now, we are full with DMs. We are unable to respond each and every inquiry, so now we are planning for a website. We were waiting for this day actually because we were able to handle inquiries, so we never felt that website is that important till now. So now we are coming up with a website in 2026. Most probably we'll be launching it. And obviously it will be exclusive because whatever Nizami Zewar does will be absolutely exclusive and unique. So
Wow.
we'll be launching our website soon and we'll be having plenty of offers and new collections with a new start, I can say. One
Wow.
more step towards my dream.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I can't wait to see your exquisite collection and empty my pockets to purchase something from you. And all the
Sure,
very best. It's been amazing talking to you. So glad. And I think we'll be able to talk again in future. All the best. And yeah,
sure.
see you again.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for inviting. It's a great pleasure to, speak after a long time about me again.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.